the Kensington Valley Ice House. It is a week 7 and time for playoffs here at Michigan Elite Hockey. We got the 1 seed Slater facing off against the 4 seed team Posa. Coming up briefly, Marin Klein alongside Ryan Radosevich. Got some exciting hockey coming your way, some playoff hockey, and it's going to be a great matchup between these two teams. Team Slater, undefeated, clean slate, 6-0 in the regular season, looking to keep that streak alive going into playoffs. Team Posa, only one win, an intense game last week, ended in a 6-6 tie, and Team Posa had the lead. They saw a chance for that victory, but penalties at the end, the last 5 minutes, 3 separate penalties put Team Posa down in the last few seconds of that one. Team Sherry was going to come back to win it, so that's going to be a huge one for Team Posa today. Stay out of the penalty box. That's what's been hurting them.
And for Team Posa, they've been so close to getting so many wins over the season. They've been up in games. They've been battling back in games. Their 1-4-1 record doesn't really show how much promise and how much talent they've shown on the team. Luckily, it's playoffs. All you got to do is win one game and you move on to the next round, to the championship game. Anything could happen. Sure, it's against Team Slater. Sure, they went unblemished in the regular season, 6-0. But it's playoffs. It's playoff hockey. Who knows what's going to happen? Earlier in the season, though, to recap, I guess I'll talk about it. Team Slater did go 2-0 against Team Posa. They picked up a win in week 1, 7-4, and then a win in week 4, 9-6. So if you want to take that into account, do what you want with it. But like I said, it's playoffs. Who knows what's going to happen? These players got fire underneath their feet, and if you win, you find yourself in the championship game next week, so we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, and Team Slater, the perfect slate. They're just looking to keep that going, where Team Posa still without some of their top scorers, Aiden Cook and Avery Cook out, Parker Bendel out, just like last week, so losing some big offensive talent for Team Posa, but players stepped up in their absence last week. They'll be looking to do the same. It is almost time for puck drop here at Kensington Valley Ice House for Game 1 of these Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns playoffs. We're going to send it down now to Michael Wainwright. We're going to get those starting lines to you.
No, pump it up.
Welcome back in as we get ready for Game 1 of these playoffs. The 1 seed Team Slater versus the 4 seed Team Posa. We got Team Posa in the white uniforms on the home bench and Team Slater in the gold on the visiting bench.
Team Posa in the white jerseys on the home bench. Let's start with your Team Posa.
We're going to start off with Team Posa at forward 28. Landon Whitlock on the left wing. At the center, number 11, Brennan Bernard, and right wing, number 12, Anthony Fricazzi. Looking over at that D-core for Team Posa. Left D, number 17, JT House, missed last week. He's back in those lines. And right D will be 22, Zach Wanzel, excuse me. And in net tonight, Carson Balo in the net, only goaltender here for Team Posa, so he's going to get those full 60 minutes.
For Team Slater, the undefeated squad checking in at left wing in the start. Gage Maxfield at center, number 16, Teddy Donahue. And right wing, number 19, Alex Scoresline. Defense, number 17, Andon Harwood. And right defense, number 44, Blake Dawson. Checking in between the pipes, getting the start is number 29, Charlie Nebus.
Time to get underway here between these two teams.
The semifinals, the round one of playoffs. Win, move on, lose, and still move on to the third place match. Charlie Nebus getting squared off in net, actually adjusting the net to make sure it's to his liking as well. We've seen the net go off his post a couple times over the week, so Nebus is making sure that doesn't happen here in a big game.
Nebus all set up, the puck just dropped, and we are underway for playoffs here at Michigan Elite Hockey, won by Team Slater. House will pick that up behind his own net, send it back into the neutral zone. Nebus gets stick on it, hands it off to Dawson. Dawson with the puck, firing that one up, just tipped off the stick. Whitlock's going to keep that in the zone. Dawson able to get in there and send it back out into some open ice. Wanzel sending it back in the other way. Harwood wraps that puck around the boards. It gets stuck under the net for Kazi. Got a nice look to Brendan Bernard as he tries to get that one in the slot. He will blow a tire, go down. Now coming the other way is Team Slater. Gage Maxfield, one of the top scorers for this team, takes a shot there. Saved by Carson Balo.
Some keys to the game brought to you by Chop Detroit. If your team Posa, you've lost twice this team in the regular season, so get out to a hot start. If you could get the first goal or at least just get a couple goals going in the first 10 minutes, that would be huge. And number 2, stay out of the penalty box. It burnt them last week in a tie against Team Miller. Or Team Sherry, excuse me.
Have an offsides call there. Head just outside the blue line. And another big thing for Team Posa, talked about staying out of the box, but also when you're on the power play, looking out. Team Slater last week, 2 shorthanded goals, their penalty kill just as strong as their power play unit. Those special teams have been working for this undefeated Team Slater squad. It'll be something to keep an eye out for Team Posa as Team Slater with the puck now. Hillebrand loses that one. Puck getting sent out for Bozak. Good poke check there, an opportunity there for Boomhour, saved by Balo. And Posa picking the puck back up. Puck sent to Anderson. He'll send that one to some open ice. Boomhour will collect it. Aiden Herrera fighting Wheeler. Laird coming into the zone hot. Herrera gets the puck again. Herrera pushes that one forward for Boomhour, gets it on the red line, but has it taken away by Laird. Laird to Anderson. Anderson dumps that one right back in. Giroux with the puck. Long pass up to Bozak. Bozak taking time with the puck, fires a shot. That one goes wide. Hillebrand's able to just keep that one in. Sinkowitz goes to chase after it with Volpe. Sinkowitz and Volpe fighting for it. Bernard and Lippert getting in there as well. Puck's still stuck. No one's coming out with it yet. Just gets hit out into some open ice. Laird's able to send that one up to Trevor Ulmer. Ulmer firing a shot in. That one saved by Balo.
It's only 4 skaters on for Team Slater right now. I'm not there wasn't a penalty called, so maybe they're just not aware.
And there goes the 5th skater out now, so that issue was solved.
Maybe they're handicapping themselves because they went 6-0 in the regular season. I don't know.
McLeish loses that one behind the net. Team Slater coming the other way. Sinkowitz wraps that one around the boards. Balo's going to play it outside of his net, but Sinkowitz is right back there to pick the puck back up. He'll fight with Bernard. Bernard leaves it back for Laird. Puck out loose behind the net. Volpe picks it up. Volpe sending it to Jackson Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli looking for the cross-ice pass to connect with Bernard. Goes a little far out of his reach, and Team Slater takes back possession, but an opportunity now. Cuffatelli had a breakaway chance off a poke check. Sinkowitz was able to get his stick in there and send Cuffatelli into the corner. Maxfield trying to come in there, and the puck gobbled up by Carson Balo. About 3.5 minutes away in the first. Scoreless so far.
Some keys to the game for Team Slater. Obviously, just play your game. Don't switch it up because it's playoffs. You went undefeated in the regular season. You got a very good squad. And number 2, stay aggressive on the forecheck. They are a very aggressive forecheck team with a lot of speed, and they get a lot of goals because of it.
Maxfield to Herrera. Donahue fighting house at center ice. Gets a puck to Gorsline. Gorsline firing a shot saved off the blocker of Carson Balo. Herrera with the puck on the circle, fires a shot. That one, once again, off the blocker. Balo's going to go down the other end of the ice. Chasing after is Caden Giroux. Giroux still with the puck, sends that one up. Costly turnover there for Team Slater for Kazi with the puck. Sends it to Wansel, and Wansel will fire that one to Nebus. He will make the save. First time Charlie Nebus has really seen any action so far tonight, and Team Posa will get a face-off in their offensive zone.
And Charlie Nebus played half the game last week for his squad in a 6-3 win versus Miller. He made some huge saves. Don't let that 5'9" frame fool you. Charlie Nebus can move around and make some big saves when called upon.
Team Posa losing the puck in the offensive zone. Team Slater coming back the other way. Boomhour loses the puck just before he crosses the blue line, tries to recollect it. That one will be called offsides.
And even though Team Posa hasn't had much going for them offensively, Team Slater has been in the offense. They haven't had many chances at all. This is a good start. Team Posa is mucking it up in the neutral zone, mucking it up in the defensive zone. They're not giving Slater the clean chances. I'm assuming over time the game will get cleaner for Team Slater, but we'll see.
Players stuck on the boards. For Kazi, had the puck for a second, fighting with Boomhour. Ulmer tries to send that one in. He'll get it past skaters, but Team Posa collects that puck. Holmes sends that one into center ice. Only player there was Hillebrand. Puck stopped by Combs. For Kazi with an opportunity. Nice stick work there, but he'll have that one taken away by Hillebrand. Team Posa putting some good effort in the neutral zone, but just can't get into the offensive zone. Ulmer comes the other way, sets up Hillebrand. Hillebrand takes a shot, saved by Balo. Puck was still loose, went out into the corner. Players held up now along the boards. Team Slater comes away with it. Doherty sends a pass off the boards. Teammate sends it right back for him. Bozak trying to skate through defenders. He loses that puck. Ulmer's right there to get it back as Team Posa tried to clear it. Puck goes around for Balo. He'll play it out of his net while Team Slater gets some fresh skaters on the ice. Lippert, fresh on the ice for Team Slater, tries to intercept a pass to Laird. Whitlock's going to be able to dump that one into the zone now. Team Posa getting some fresh skaters on. Connor Laird with an opportunity from the circle. He'll send it to his teammate Anderson right in front, and that one goes just wide. Puck goes loose in the slot. Only Team Slater there. They will clear it down the ice. Volpe tried to push that one forward, didn't have success. Paris losing that one. Gabor couldn't skate through. Paris and Volpe. Paris will pick it back up. Paris to Wheeler. Wheeler trying to get that one to Laird. They'll lose it. Dawson sends it down the length of the ice. Paris only player there. Sinkowitz keeps it in at the blue line, sends it back. Paris in the corner, fighting with Lippert. Players held up. Puck comes out loose, and Sinkowitz gets it. He sends it to Harwood. Harwood couldn't get the shot. Nice defensive play there by Isaac Wheeler. Wheeler with a pass off the boards to Anderson. Anderson slides it right up for Wheeler. Wheeler using the speed. Goes down the length of the ice, takes a shot, and 2 saves there from Charlie Nebus. Puck still loose. Great eyes there by Team Slater's netminder. Wheeler with the puck once again for Team Posa. Sends it into the slot for Anderson. Sinkowitz gets a stick on it. Sends it out into the neutral zone. Volpe picks it up at the red line. Sends it to House. Hit along the boards there, but Laird's coming back in. He'll have his pocket picked, and now Team Slater comes the other way. Maxfield pushing forward. Gets a connection with Gorsline, but puck goes just wide.
That was a great chance there. Maxfield, one of the leading scorers in the league, setting up Gorsline right in front for the one-timer, but couldn't hammer it home.
Donahue to Gorsline. He couldn't get it through. One more time, Herrera has his shot blocked by Paris. Team Posa finally able to try to get this puck out of their own zone. Cuffatelli racing down the ice looking for that puck. Opportunity there for McLeish. Saved by Nebus. Donahue getting that one forward. House sends it right back the other way. 11:40 to go in the first. Herrera with the puck. Skating it through the neutral zone. Flips a pass over to Donahue. Maxfield with a nice spin move pass there to get it back to Donahue in the corner. Donahue will have his pocket picked. Puck will get sent out to the red line. Cuffatelli trying to break through. He couldn't. Bernard sends it back to House. Back up to Bernard. Bernard trying to get a pass off the boards, but Boomauer using that long wingspan there. Gets a stick on the puck. Sends it back to his defenders. Aiden Herrera taking it into the zone himself. Leaves it behind for Bozak. Bozak from the circle takes a shot, saved by Balo. Boomauer firing a shot from the blue line. That one trickles wide. Puck in the corner. House trying to get a hit on Hillebrand. Teammates are able to come away with it. Here comes Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli trying to go through the legs of his defender and just couldn't keep a stick on that puck. Boomauer to Herrera.
Chris Slater, the head coach of Team Slater, barking some orders there from the bench.
Boomauer trying to skate through defenders. He couldn't. Puck got left behind. Bozak wraps it around the boards. Hillebrand's there, fighting with Wanzel. Ulmer with the puck on the circle, goes through the legs of Frakazi. Boomauer with an opportunity. Puck is still loose. Balo just pokes it away, but it's still in the zone, kept in by Harwood. Bozak loses it. Two defenders. Puck gets sent in by Ulmer, goes wide. Harwood from the blue line gets it to Boomauer in the slot. Boomauer takes his time, and he'll find the back of the net. Some nifty stick work there from Jaden Boomauer. And we have a goal horn here for playoffs. Our first goal of these playoffs coming from Jaden Boomauer. Team Slater takes the 1-0 lead with 9:30 to go.
At some point, it was destined to happen for Team Slater. They get the first goal of the game. That's a huge goal there. 10 minutes gone, too. It's been a while since we've seen a goal come in like halfway through the period in these games. Usually it's an early start, but in playoffs, the defense is more tight-knit. And Jaden Boomauer out in front on the backhand, delaying, waiting for an open lane, gets around the far side of the goalie and flips a backhander over the blocker of Balo. 1-0 start for Team Slater.
Team Posa able to get the puck into Team Slater's zone, but couldn't hold on to it. Doherty playing with it back. Deep in his own zone, sends a pass forward. Ulmer's there. Puck trickles all the way down to Balo. He's going to put a glove down on it.
I'm interested to see how Team Posa responds. They're down one. They've played well. They've gotten a decent amount of shots and chances. But they cannot go down big against Team Slater.
Bozak getting the assist on Boomauer's goal. Wheeler trying to get that one out of the zone. And can't. Team Slater still attacking. Gage Maxfield with the puck. Sends it to Gorsline in the slot. Gorsline fires a shot right into the chest of Carson Balo, making the save. Just under 9 minutes to go in the first. Team Slater taking that lead.
Carson Balo, 6 foot, 150 out of Grand Blanc, Michigan. He's looking sharp. He's going to go all 60 minutes for Team Posa, and he's looking very cool, calm, and collected in net for Benito Posa's squad.
If you only notice one official on the ice, and now there's two as our second official has joined us. Some good old Michigan Tuesday evening traffic. Everyone happens to the best of us.
Don't even get me started.
Wheeler was fighting to get that one out of the zone. He'll play it back for Doherty. Gorsline playing in, trying to get the poke checks in there. He couldn't. Laird brings it into the zone. He loses it. Sinkowitz sends it back for Harwood. Harwood loses it. Anderson right in front to Laird. Laird firing a shot, and that one just off the blocker of Charlie Nebus. Huge save there. The Team Slater goaltender hasn't seen too much action yet.
Only 4 shots on net for Team Posa, but Charlie Nebus still looking good.
Gorsline trying to send that one up from Maxfield. Couldn't get it to him, and Laird, who just had that great opportunity for Team Posa, coming back. Him and Wheeler have just been all over the ice so far for Benito Posa's squad. Maxfield coming the other way. Somehow got a shot off there, tangled up through defenders, and was able to send that puck in toward Balo. Balo got the eye on it, able to make the save.
It's going to be hard to stop the top line of Maxfield, Donahue, Gorsline. They go off in a change right now, second line coming up. But that top line for Team Slater, Gage, Maxfield, Donahue, and Gorsline, you're going to see them all night long. They're going to wreck some havoc. But, hey, give credit to Team Posa and their team defense. They've been able to stop them so far, and they've only gotten one grade A chance on net.
Maxfield second in the Young Guns with 14 points. He has 10 goals. Donahue 10.6 goals, and Gorsline's the leader with 6 assists. All of them can put up numbers. It's a shot fired there. Saved by the glove of Balo.
I just talked about the top line of Team Slater. They still got a very complete forward core. Hillebrand, Bozak, and Boomauer on the second line. Do not doubt them at all. Boomauer started off the goal scoring with 9:37 in the first, assisted by Bozak, and they could definitely do some damage.
Dawson. It's a puck to Hillebrand. Hillebrand fires it. Gets it to Boomauer, looking for his second of the night, but that one will get tipped off the stick of Cuffatelli and go up into the netting. Little physicality coming from Boomauer after that. And again, we have certainly seen our fair share of physicality between all 4 Young Guns teams, especially in the last few weeks. Definitely will be something to keep an eye out for, especially with 2 teams. Put up a lot of penalty minutes last week.
Oh, yeah. They could get a little chippy, and now that it's playoffs, there's more implications. And it's not a regular season game now. It's do or die.
Absolutely. And Team Posa has to be a little more careful, though. Penalties are what got them that tie last week. They had the win, and it was a 5v3 that gave Team Sherry the opportunity to tie it back up in the final seconds. Boomauer gets the puck in Team Slater's zone, bringing it up the ice. Boomauer looking to take it for himself, fires a shot, saved by Balo. No one there for the rebound. Joey Volpe gets that one out of the zone. Brennan Bernard slows it down, tries to send that puck to Whitlock. Couldn't get to him. Frakazi picks it up in the corner. Frakazi back to Whitlock. Under 6 minutes to play in the first. Whitlock being held up by Bozak on the boards. Frakazi comes away with it. Frakazi skating through defenders. Is able to sweep that one toward Nebus. House fires that one from the blue line. Goes wide. Hillebrand trying to get it out. Wanzel keeps it in. Frakazi in the right corner. Sends that one up into the netting. So we'll take stoppage on the ice and a face-off.
Good little push here from Team Posa. They don't have to get the next goal in this game, but tying it up, staying very close to Team Slater is definitely an objective for them in this game. They don't want to go down 2-3 goals. Slater last week, they jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the first. They converted that to a 6-3 victory, and they've been good at holding the league all season long.
House gets some nice air on that one, firing the shot from the blue line. It looks like Wanzel sent that one. Got some even better air and sent it up into the rafters, so another stoppage there. But Team Posa starting to find some more offensive momentum. The biggest thing will just be keeping the puck in Team Slater's zone and trying to fire some more shots in on Charlie Nebus.
Which the fact that the puck went up and out of play like that, it brings it to neutral ice. You don't want to see it with your team, Posa, but we'll see if they could get right over the line.
In Team Slater's zone, but they have control of it, but maybe not for long. Wanzo keeps it in. Sends it around the boards. Only player there, Dawson. Dawson fighting with Combs, but still in control of the puck. Dawson sends it forward. Lippard gets it, and he'll clear that one out of the zone. 2v1. Sinkowitz fires a shot and saved by the glove of Carson Balo.
Sinkowitz going for that near side, looking for the top corner, it seemed. Couldn't get enough elevation on it. And Carson Balo keeping his glove in the right place, calmly scooping that one in there, making the save. Balo now 13 shots faced, 12 saves so far. He's big in net for Team Posa.
Donahue to Gorsline right from the circle. He'll fire one toward Balo. He'll make the save through traffic.
And this is the top scoring line of the league. You got to watch out. You got to shut him down. You don't want to give him too many chances.
Gorsline trying to get that one to Donahue. Team Posa gets a stick on it. Wheeler is trying to push it forward. Blew a tire. Puck will get sent back to Wheeler. You have a chance of redemption here coming in on the circle. Has the puck taken away by Blake Dawson. Dawson up to Donahue. Just tapped away by Team Posa as Donahue entered into the zone. Harwood trying to get that one in. Donahue got a stick on it, and we'll have an offsides call. Head back out to neutral ice.
4:18 to go on the first period. Only one goal scored so far. We've had a very high-scoring league over the season, but now in playoffs it's getting, seems like a lot more defensive-minded.
Maxfield fires a shot, saved off the pads of Balo. Still with the puck. Tries to get a nice pass to Dawson. Has that poked away by Isaac Wheeler. Wheeler with the puck. Sends a long cross-ice pass to Anderson. Harwood got a tip on it, but it gets dumped back into Team Slater's zone. Anderson sending that one in the slot, intended for Laird. It'll be hit out and into the net by Team Slater.
Isaac Wheeler, number 19 for Team Posa in the white unis. He's been all over the ice for their squad. He got 2 goals in last week's game. He's been playing good defensively. He's been trying to spring the offense by himself with some players. Keep an eye on number 19 in the white. Now on the bench, though.
Face-off won by Team Slater. Boomauer. Send that one around for Herrera. Herrera up to Hillebrand. Hillebrand flipping that one into central ice. Boomauer picks it up. Boomauer across to Bozak. Bozak fires a shot, and that one just goes wide behind the net. Herrera firing another one in from the blue line, saved off the pads of Balo. McLeish sends the puck up to Jackson Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli taking it for himself. That shot goes wide. Paris is there to keep it in the zone. Puck will get sent out behind. McLeish will fight Hillebrand for it.
Nifty stick lift there by McLeish.
Hillebrand gets that puck back. Sends it up for Boomauer on the red line. 3v2. Boomauer leaves it for Bozak. Bozak fires a shot. Open look at net, and another goal put in by Jaden Boomauer. A little chaos there. And Boomauer is able to poke that one behind Balo on the breakaway opportunity. 2 minutes, 53 seconds left, and Team Slater takes a 2-0 lead.
Team Posa getting a little lazy there on the back check. Team Slater had 4 skaters in the offensive zone to the 2 of Team Posa. Just too many numbers for the defense of Team Posa. That springs Jaden Boomauer free back door. He gets the rebound, and he gets his 2nd goal of the game, the only goal scorer so far in this one.
Nice play there.
Goal scored by number 15, Jaden Boomauer, assisted by number 13, Evan Bozak with 2:45.
It was nice by Bozak as the 3 of them entered in the zone. Boomauer left it for Bozak and then got over the corner. Bozak fired in the shot. Boomauer there to tip in the rebound. Team Posa entering into Team Slater's zone, looking to respond. Narta Cuffatelli.
And now it's Boomauer assisted by Bozak on both goals for him.
Bernard with some nice stick work keeps the puck. Sends a pass off the boards for McLeish. McLeish flipping that one up for Wanzel. Wanzel dumping that one deeper in. McLeish has his shot blocked. Another shot blocked, and Lippert will get that puck back, send it up for Sinkowitz. Sinkowitz flips it over the head of Wanzel, and Balo's going to get a glove in on that before another rush can come in from Team Slater.
18 shots on net so far for Team Slater. With a minute 56 to go, they basically got a shot a minute in this game. Carson Balo doing amazing in net so far, keeping this game close, but Team Posa, they got to answer back soon. They don't have to answer back in the first. Just get some momentum going into the second. We've seen how the momentum can shift going into that second period.
For Kazi had blocked a shot, and Balo just hit it over his head, but didn't go into the netting, but that puck by House will, so we'll take the stoppage on the ice there. It looked like Balo almost tried to hit that one to the netting to get the stoppage and reset. Play continued on, and then House hit into the net right after, so the reset will still happen, but Team Slater is still attacking in the offensive zone. Sinkowitz came off the face-off. Looks like Lippert was able to fire in a shot. House did a good job at getting his stick in there, and Balo was able to make the chest save. .136 left to go in this first period. Team Slater leading 2-0. Dawson firing that puck in toward Balo. Sinkowitz with another opportunity, both saved by Balo. Puck getting sent out into open ice. Whitlock can't get there before Dawson. Dawson playing the puck back. Sends it up. Doherty got his stick on it, but Lippert able to get the control. Sinkowitz firing a shot in, saved by the glove of Carson Balo.
Now we're up to 21. Yes, 21 Team Slater shots on this one. They need an answer. It's tough right now. They've had chances offensively, but they've been few and far between. They've been playing a lot in their own zone in the last 7 as well this one.
Whitlock couldn't get his stick on that, and Team Slater will keep it in, and right in front of the net, Doherty was there to poke it away from his goaltender, but it was kept in the zone by Herrera. Harwood wraps that one around the boards. Maxfield's there. He'll lose it to Frakazi. Players tie it up, under a minute to go. Harwood tried to wrap that one around. Good poke check there. Defensive play coming out for Team Posa. But still back in their own zone. 30 seconds to go.
And that could have been the break there for Team Posa. Andrew Combs was almost in all alone. All he had to do was get it past the last man.
Here comes Anthony Frakazi getting through defenders. Still with the puck, but doesn't get the shot. Burner just couldn't keep that one in. Tries to dump back in the zone. Donahue's there now, 1v1. Gage Maxfield just losing that puck. 15 seconds in the first. Team Slater keeping control of the puck. Donahue trying to come in for one last attempt as time winds down there. The players will hold on the ice, so Team Slater up to a 2-0 lead. Both goals thanks to Jaden Boomauer from Everett Bozak. Getting on the scoring chart for this one. Team Posa's Benito Posa was having some conversation with his players just before that period ended, and he's going to have some words for them now as they are going to try to get some more offensive momentum going.
Team Slater showing off why they went undefeated in the regular season. 21-5 were the shots in that period. And you guessed it, Team Slater's favor. They take a 2-0 lead. Both of the goals coming from Boomauer, assisted by Everett Bozak. But if you're Team Posa, this game is still an easy grasp. You've had your chances. They've come few and far between, but you've definitely tested Charlie Nebus, who's showing that he's comfortable in net. But you've got the chances. It's just about kind of molding together the offensive time. They get one shot, then they lose possession. They have to go back. They have to fight in their defensive zone. If they could get an offensive shift going of maybe 30 seconds to a minute, get a couple shots going, test Nebus more, dirty up the front, get some rebound chances, that's where you're going to get your first goal most likely. But this team has a lot of fire underneath their feet. They got a lot of talent. This game is far from over. I'm expecting a pushback here in the second period from Team Posa.
Team Slater finishing up their conversation at the bench. Looks like both starting lines coming back out for either squad. So we are getting ready to start this second period. Face-off won by Team Slater. Bozak with the puck, has that just poked away from him. Whitlock trying to press into the zone. Team Slater gets it back. Hillebrand trying to get it over the red line, and Team Posa able to regain control. Here comes Wheeler. Wheeler skating through 3 defenders and tried to get a pass for a teammate that wasn't there, and Hillebrand will get that puck and take it right back out of the zone for Team Slater.
It was a great idea there from Wheeler. Just nobody home and right in front of the net. He did everything he could and tried to set somebody up, but unfortunately it was Caden Giroux on Team Slater that he set up on the opposite team.
Wheeler had a nice attempt for a breakaway there, but got tangled up. A player from Team Slater. Now Team Slater back to firing. Balo just tips that one off of his glove. Going wide, Volpe getting that puck, sends it up for Whitlock. Wheeler going to race Dawson. Dawson versus Wheeler going back into the boards, getting tangled up. No one with the puck yet, gets wrapped around. Bozak able to get to it before Paris. Bozak fires a long pass all the way up for Boomauer, looking for the hat trick early in this one. Volpe gets it, tries to send it back. Boomauer's going to be there. Two of them getting tangled up on the boards. Volpe and Boomauer still there. Anderson comes in, and Maxfield. Maxfield comes away with the puck. Maxfield to Herrera. Herrera from the high slot. That one saved off the pads of Carson Balo. Players still tangled up in the corner. Team Posa able to come away. Anderson stretching up the ice, gets it through the legs of Sinkowitz, still with the puck, and just couldn't get a hard enough shot off of his stick. House with the puck in the neutral zone, gets pushed almost over into his own bench. Sinkowitz regaining the puck back in his own zone. Being pressured by Bernard. Perkazzi's there at the blue line, they keep it in, but just offsides as they tried to enter into the zone.
And this has been the problem for Team Posa. Once they get possession of the puck, usually it's about a minute into their shifts and they're tired. Some of them go off into change, and it's just one of them breaking in alone. Because that they're not able to rally the troops, they're going off into change, and we've seen multiple chances where they have a good chance in front, but there's no rebound, there's no backdoor opportunity because most of them are tired going off into change because they're playing behind this game. Team Slater doing a great job at keeping possession of it.
Maxfield firing a shot. That one gets blocked by Wanzo and goes high up into the rafters. 3 minutes away in the second. Team Slater still with that 2-0 lead. Team Posa just hasn't been able to find the response or much time offensively, like you said, and really no forecheck we've seen from them. Once they lose that puck, they start to retreat back because they know what this Team Slater squad can do, and it's almost like they're playing a little afraid of them, not really going to forecheck. And Team Posa is known to be aggressive as Boomauer fires a shot. That one goes wide, looking for the hat trick. Boomauer, the only scorer for this game, as he fires another one, and he'll get the hat trick right there. Jaden Boomauer, about the first 25 or so minutes of this game, and he already has a hat trick. That is one way to get playoffs started.
We have never started off a game with the first 3 goals coming from a single goal scorer in Michigan Elite Hockey all season long. And in playoffs, Jaden Boomauer says, you know what? I'll be the first one to do it. First goal, second goal, third goal, all coming from Jaden Boomauer. And now it's a 3-0 lead for Team Slater in the semifinals.
Scored by number 15, Jaden Boomauer, assisted by number 13.
And once again, assisted by Everett Bozak. The two of them came ready to play in these playoffs. Laird tries to get a shot. That one blocked. Another shot in. Giroux gets blocks on both of them.
And Andon Harwood, the defenseman, picking up an assist there as well.
Hillebrand gets the puck. Tries to send it up. He'll have Going as Combs making it hard for him. Boomhauer almost got another opportunity there in the high slot and was crashed by Team Posa defenders. They said no more. Combs tried to send it to Cavatelli, was looking for the backdoor opportunity. That one goes just past him.
So close there. Team Posa with a great chance.
Nebus plays it out of the net. Team Posa putting on the pressure, trying to just get those turnovers. Ooh. And an opportunity right there on the turnover. Jackson Cavatelli responds for Team Posa. 3-1, just about a minute after Boomhauer's hat trick. Team Posa found the response they have been looking for. Nice job by Jackson Cavatelli using that high pressure, getting that puck back, and getting Team Posa on the board.
That is a huge response. I was just thinking, if you're Team Posa, you do not want to go down 4-0 against Team Slater, the high-flying offense. But Jackson Cavatelli, the man who just missed that backdoor feed from his teammates, he didn't really miss it. He just couldn't push it home. Goes aggressive on the forecheck, gets the puck himself, unassisted goal, and that's a huge goal for Team Posa to get on the board.
Wheeler tries to get that one past Harwood, will get hit into the Team Slater bench. That goal from Cavatelli came about just 40 seconds after Boomhauer's hat trick. Laird picking up the assist on Cavatelli's goal. They were both putting some high pressure on the Team Slater skaters. Try saying that one 10 times fast.
Team Slater skaters. No, I'm not going to do it.
Brennan Bernard coming up the ice for Team Posa. Hard win for Team Posa when they have these breakaways, but no one there to get the pass to. Burner's shot blocked by Harwood, getting cleared down the ice. Sinkowitz gets there before Doherty, slows it down to trip up his defender. Beautiful skating there from Jacob Sinkowitz, but couldn't keep it in the zone. No one there to help him. Lippert comes back in. He'll blow a tire. Doherty sends it up for Wheeler. Wheeler being pestered by both Dawson and Harwood. He'll try to flip that one in behind the net for Burner. Burner will hit around. No one there to keep it in at the blue line. Sinkowitz coming back. Sinkowitz with a nice pass to Maxfield, and Parrish just poking that one back into neutral ice, and Isaac Wheeler's there. Isaac Wheeler getting the puck past his defender, but couldn't get it past Nebus. He'll get a glove down on that one. 14:47 to go in the second.
And this is a huge push from Team Posa. They get their goal, and you can see what the momentum does. They're playing ahead of the game now. They're not playing behind. They're not the ones that are struggling for possession. They're the ones with possession. They're the ones changing on their own time, and they're the ones going in the zone offensively with possession.
Caden Giroux with the puck. Sends it to Herrera. Herrera wrapping it around. Kept in by Paris. Paris to Frakazi. He will lose it to Alex Gorsline. Gorsline to Maxfield. Maxfield dumping that one in. Volpe's there to pick it up. Volpe trying to flip that one out of the zone. Maxfield coming back in with it. He gets it to Gorsline. Gorsline through the legs of other players. Still somehow with the puck. And Balo's going to make the save.
Balo swimming way outside of his crease, caught so far out. There were two Team Slater skaters with an opportunity to get it past him, but Balo flashed at the leather, reaching out when he's fully sprawled out, making the save. That's a huge save there for Balo.
Anderson gets that puck off the faceoff through the legs of Gorsline. Now is to fight off Giroux. He will lose that battle. Giroux picking back up in his own zone. Big hit there along the boards. Puck gets sent loose. Volpe's there to keep it in. Volpe, think he was trying to go for Anderson on that pass, but a little far off. Frakazi will have to fight for it, and Donahue will win that puck battle. Donahue tries to get a pass and completely misses the puck. This is an opportunity for Team Posa. Frakazi coming in, and he just has that taken away from him by Giroux. Frakazi with another opportunity. Herrera clears that one down the length of the ice. Team Slater just absolutely crashing there in the slot, not letting Team Posa get the chance. Volpe loses that one to Boomhauer, and he'll get it right back behind the net. for Kazi, Volpe, Boomauer, and Herrera all fighting for it along the boards. And Combs breaking down the ice. He gets the pass up for Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli trying to get it back to Combs, just a bit out of his reach, but Combs will collect it in the corner. Puck getting sent out loose. Picked up by Team Slater. Cuffatelli able to keep it in the zone. Cuffatelli just all over the ice. The lone goal scorer for Team Posa. Trying to get through defenders and get some clean passes. Combs back to Cuffatelli behind the net. Cuffatelli still with the puck. Cuffatelli's going to lose that one to Herrera, who will push it forward for Boomauer. Boomauer across to Hillebrand. Hillebrand firing a shot. That one tipped off the stick of Wanzel, goes wide. House getting the puck back in his own zone. Sends it over to Wanzel. Wanzel flips that one all the way to the red line. Ulmer's there. Boomauer trying to go for his fourth of the night. That one saved by Balo. Hillebrand with an opportunity. Boomauer trying to poke it in, and that's four for Jaden Boomauer. A 4-3 game, 4-1, excuse me, to go in this one. And Jaden Boomauer, he came to play tonight, getting it done for Team Slater as he will get his fourth of the night.
Jaden Boomauer, take a bow, young man. He got the hat trick earlier. Now he's got the elite trick, as we've dubbed it here. 4 goals, the only goal scorer for his team. And we're not even halfway through this one. It's a playoff game, and it's only him scoring. Bozak setting him up, and oh my goodness. We still got half a game to go.
Scored by number 15, Jaden Boomauer, assisted by number 44, Blake Johnson.
The first of Boomauer's goals that was not assisted by Bozak, as Dawson picks up the assist there. Team Posa was able to answer quickly after the last goal scored by Boomauer. They're looking to do the same. Opportunity in the slot for Laird, but Bozak finds it instead. Bozak to Boomauer. Bozak couldn't quite keep his stick cleanly on that one. House can pick it off. Here comes Boomauer again. Couldn't get a shot. House able just to poke that one away. Laird gets the puck at center ice. Ulmer with the poke check takes it back. Boomauer to Bozak, trying to share the wealth, and Bozak will sink that one top corner. Team Slater firing at all cylinders, and Everett Bozak with 3 assists on the night picks up his first goal. 5-1 with 11:17 to go in the second.
Everett Bozak, 4 points on the night now. 1 goal, 3 assists. Boomauer, who just scored his 4th goal, now his first assist, 5 points on the night. And sure, Team Posa has done a great job at shutting down the top line of Maxfield, Donahue, Gorsline. Chris Slater had a little bit of an ace up his sleeve of Boomauer, Hillebrand, and Bozak. They've combined for all the goals in this one, and now it's kind of getting away from Team Posa. Now a 5-1 lead for Team Slater.
Boomauer sharing the wealth there, getting the pass to Bozak for that goal. And Chris Slater with the depth on his squad. His top line has been pretty much shut down all night. Lippard with the puck on the blue line. Wheeler tried to take that away. It'll get hit off by Volpe. Wheeler just gets that puck poked away from him into the corner by Harwood. Players fighting for it. Wheeler still in control. Gets the pass to Bernard. Bernard tries to fire a shot. That one blocked as Lippert put his body on the line. Combs held up on the boards. Bernard coming in to help. Puck loose. Bernard has it. Bernard looking for a pass. Playing smart. Fires that one in. Blocked by a few bodies there. Harwood will come away with it. Send that one down the length of the ice. 10:18 to go. That one will be called for icing, so we'll head back down the other way. Donahue had that face-off win, gets it to Herrera, who wraps it around the boards. Doherty just couldn't keep it in, but he'll send it back in right there. No one there from his team. Herrera with it. For Kazi, just looking for that possible turnover opportunity, the way Team Posa got their first goal. The puck sent up to Gorsline on the red line. Force line to Maxfield. Maxfield goes down with the puck, but keeps control of it. Griffin McLeish breaking down for Team Posa, trying to get the pass to connect with Anderson, but tipped off the stick of Giroux. It goes over the head of Anderson. He's fighting for it in the corner. Maxfield comes away with it, has that one taken by McLeish. McLeish getting held up by Giroux. Herrera takes back control. Herrera flipping that one for Maxfield. Trickles over to him. He gets a long cross-ice pass up to Donahue, who has room. Skates past one defender, past two, tries to sink that one in. Puck gets left out in front of Balo. Doesn't make the save. A good play by his defenders to get it out of his way, but he's not out of trouble yet. Pass sent across for Herrera. He'll collect it in the corner, and Balo will make the glove save on that one. 9:06 to go, so we're going to head to our break. Team Slater up 5-1. Team Posa has a lot of work to do as we go into this one. When we come back before our break, Ryan will be down ringside with Jaden Boomhour. We're going to step aside. You're watching Michigan Elite Hockey.
You'll do the on-camera throw to me over there, right?
Welcome back into Kensington Valley Ice House here for Young Guns playoffs. Team Slater is leading Team Posa 5-1, and we're going to send it down to Ryan, who's standing by with Jaden Boomauer, who already has 4 goals on the evening. Ryan, take it away.
Ryan Radosevich standing ringside of Jaden Boomauer. Your team's up 5-1 against Team Posa in the playoff game. You yourself, 4 goals, 1 assist. How you feeling right now, bud?
I'm feeling great. Like, my line's been producing more than we ever have recently these past few games. I joined halfway through the season, so a lot of new faces for me, but I think we're all figuring it out, so this is great.
And you talked about your line mate, Everett Bozak. He's got the assist on 3 of your goals. Also, you assisted one of him. Talk about how you've been playing back and forth with him.
I've played with Everett the entire season. He's one of my best buddies, so yeah, he's a great player to have on my team, hard worker. He knows where I'm going to be before I'm there, so it's fun playing with Everett.
And you guys, you went undefeated in the regular season. Now you're probably going to go on to win this game. We'll see, though. We still got half a game left. What do you guys got to do to close this one out?
Just keep working hard, Keep playing the same way we've been playing. Everyone's doing their own job, so just keep it going.
Next week, if you do go on to win, you'll face the winner of Team Sherry versus Team Miller. Do you have a certain team you want to face up against?
We can take anyone. We're confident. We're ready. Bring it on.
There we go. I like it. Jaden Boomauer with 5 points on the game. Looking to get some more. Second half of the game coming right up. Thank you.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much, Ryan, as we're getting ready for the second half of this one. And Jaden Boomauer has been a big part of this success, obviously, for Team Slater with a hat trick already, plus 1 more, 4 goals on the night, and assists as well on Everett Bozak's last goal. And Team Posa has a lot to respond with. Coming back in this one, got to talk to Coach Posa very briefly. So we were both coming back in the ring to get ready for this one. He says he has a plan. He sees what his team's been doing well and sees where they've been falling apart. Right before they got on the ice here, he was having a word with a few of his players, looking at where they could improve. Forecheck definitely being one of them. He said have to play a little less afraid on that forecheck, but coach is really just looking to get his team together. He sees what they've been doing wrong. He sees what they've been doing right, and hopefully looking to have a bit stronger of a second half. New goaltender in, John Ward for Team Slater. Balo, the lone goaltender for Team Posa, is still in net. Scores line almost had a prime opportunity right there in the opening seconds. Harwood trying to come in, just loses that puck. The fresh sheet of ice got tripped up there just a bit. He'll send that one far up and down to Balo. He'll poke it behind for Volpe. Volpe wraps it around for Paris. Paris taking his time with the puck. It's another big thing for Team Posa. Been a bit rushed with the puck. Got to take their time, play their game, and just try to set something up. They've been trying to get into the offensive zone too quickly, and it'll get sloppy. So just looking to keep things clean and stay patient with the puck. So they'll lose that one back in their own zone. Donahue fighting Whitlock. Boomauer picks it up. Boomauer trying to come in, has it poked away from him. Donahue in the slot fires a shot. That one goes wide. Donahue getting the puck back off his old puck left out loose. No one saw where it was, thought it was up against the boards. Team Posa is able to hit it out, but not get anything further than that as Harwood collects it back in his own zone. Dawson to Harwood. They send it up the length of the ice. Will get sent back. Balo will play it out of his net. Puck getting left behind, picked up by Frakazi, who will hit that out of the zone. Combs almost got a stick on it for a nice breakaway opportunity, but just got past him. Herrera takes control.
If you're Team Posa right now, down 4 goals in the second half of the game, you got to come out hungry. You got to maybe score the next chance or score the next goal you got here. We'll see if they can.
Boomauer tried to enter in there and get it to Hillebrand, but got the puck poked away from them and trickled out into the corner. Boomauer trying to fire there, blocked by Wanzel. Team Posa able to regain possession just for a moment there as Cuffatelli lost it out in front of him. Herrera would hit it back down. McLeish gets the puck in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass to Laird. Laird tried to get it into the slot for Cuffatelli, the lone goal scorer for Team Posa. Couldn't keep control of it. Caden Giroux pokes that one to Herrera. Herrera wraps it around. Boomauer couldn't get a stick on it. Will be sent down the length of the ice. No icing call. Long pass up the ice intended for Cuffatelli. Puck bounces around the neutral zone there. Cuffatelli fires a shot, goes above the head of John Ward, now in the net for Team Slater.
And if you're Team Posa, you want to test this new goaltender.
Puck in front, and they'll get the test right there. Laird fired a shot, gets another opportunity, but that one blocked. Wanzel keeps it in. He'll fire a shot. Giroux doesn't have his stick right now, but he'll be able to collect it there as Team Posa couldn't keep that one in the zone. Doherty will chase after it. Call will be icing and head right back to the offensive zone for Team Posa. They're starting to get some more momentum there. Look for those opportunities.
And if you're new to Michigan Elite Hockey and you're wondering why there's a new goaltender in net, if there's 2 goaltenders listed, we switch them out halfway through the game. So Charlie Nebus, he did some work. He did great work, making 8 out of 9 saves. Not tested upon as much as Carson Balo, rather, but he did the work he needed to do to keep his team ahead in this one. And now John Ward stepping in between the pipes.
Team Slater wins that faceoff. Trevor Ulmer bringing the puck up the ice, fires off a shot. That puck loose behind Balo for a second, but Maxfield couldn't get there in time. It was poked out behind the net by Team Posa. Maxfield with another opportunity. Maxfield sending it up in the slot, intended for Donahue. Dawson keeps it in, firing one in, goes wide. Donahue from the high slot just tries to poke that one in. It gets hit right back out by Wanzel. Wanzel goes to collect it in the corner. Wanzel up to Frakazi. Frakazi couldn't keep a stick on it. Ulmer will get it. And Dawson will send it back down to Gorsline. This top line coming back in. Gorsline sends one off the blocker of Balo. 5 minutes to go in the second. That puck will get sent down the length of the ice. Ulmer and Cuffatelli going to fight for it, and Cuffatelli's able to get that puck wrapped around the boards, but none of his teammates there. Isaac Wheeler almost had an opportunity there in the slot. He keeps control of the puck. And an offsides call there.
Isaac Wheeler intercepting the puck out in front. It was just hopping on him, a little bit of a hot potato, too hot to handle there. But oh my goodness, he's had some great chances for his team, and that would have been a perfect grade A opportunity to get his team back into this one, cut the lead down to 3 of Team Slater, but he just couldn't get that hot potato down.
Anderson fires a shot right off the faceoff. Went wide. Now he's in the corner fighting with Harwood. Bernard coming in to assist him. Puck not loose. Bernard able to get that to Wheeler. Wheeler makes the catch, puts it down, gets the shot, but saved by Ward. What an opportunity there for Isaac Wheeler.
Isaac Wheeler showing off his hands, and no, I'm not talking about stick handling. Gloves that puck down to his stick as fast as he could, gets the shot off, but unfortunately for him, he was just so close to the net that the goaltender Ward took up a lot of that net.
Boomauer couldn't keep that puck on his stick. Poked away briefly by Anderson, but Harwood will keep control. Harwood to Herrera. Herrera, the long pass up the ice for Braden Hillebrand. Hillebrand faking out his defender, leaves it behind for Boomauer. Nice play there. Boomauer fires one in, goes wide. Bozak with the puck. He'll lose that one to Wheeler. Wheeler just tried to get that past the blue line. Hillebrand there to keep it in. Harwood keeps it in at the blue line. Sends the puck down for Bozak. Bozak fighting off Wheeler in the corner. Puck gets loose, and Wheeler's going to come away with it. Now Wheeler putting on the wheels. He's going to take the puck down the ice, slows it down, waits for some teammates.
Oh.
Bozak tries to go in for the hit. He goes down. Puck trickles out into neutral ice. Volpe's there.
A little bit of a reverse hit there by Isaac Wheeler.
Volpe to Wheeler. Wheeler gets past Harwood. Tries to set up in the slot for Bernard. Bernard couldn't get a stick on it. Team Slater will come the other way. Anderson stopping it there at center ice. Brings it back in for Team Posa to Bernard. Bernard leaving it for Frakazi. Frakazi couldn't get a stick on it, gets tripped up, and Herrera will take it back for Team Slater.
If you're Team Posa and you want to get back into this one, you've had grade A chances. You have to capitalize on them. You're not getting many in this game. And you need to, as we got some chippiness right in front of us.
Yeah, Harwood and Bernard not too happy with each other. Some hitting there, so we're going to have penalty called as Harwood still trying to go for Bernard there. He's going to have to get escorted right over to the box. And this could be a big for Team Posa with a power play opportunity, but Bernard also sitting, so it looks like we're just going to have regular 5v5, not keeping it 4v4, keeping it 5v5, and both players will sit.
Yeah, it got chippy in front. They were kind of exchanging stick slashes at each other, jawing each other, getting in each other's face. It's getting aggressive out there. These games mean something more than just the regular season games. It's playoffs, and both teams hungry for a win.
Combs firing a shot right there. Possible backdoor opportunity, but the only player there was Lippert as Benito Posa going over to talk to Bernard. This team really got hurt by penalties last week. It's something that Posa has really been trying to avoid all season long. He hasn't liked some of the plays that his players have making, some of the penalties that they have taken. So definitely going to have some words, not wanting his players to get too chippy and keep themselves in this game. Sinkowitz sending that one to Lippert. Big hit there at center ice. Combs with an opportunity. Combs firing that one, saved by Ward. Bozak was there just to keep it away from any rebound opportunities. Dawson with the puck, pushing it up the ice. 1:50 to go. Puck out loose, and here comes Combs with another chance up the ice once again. It's like some shoving there coming from Gabor. Combs gets it neutral ice, fighting off Gabor. He'll flip that one up into the zone, but it'll hit the rafters, so we'll take a stoppage and a face-off in the neutral zone.
A unique part of Kensington Valley Ice House, also known as the Ice Cube at Big B Brighton. The roof is a little bit low, so you don't get that freedom of flipping it up into the air and dumping it down the ice. You got to make sure that you try to keep it low, but when you're going for a quick play like that with somebody right on you, it's hard to control exactly how much elevation you get on the puck, so that's why we see a lot of stoppage of play here.
Herrera to Ulmer. Ulmer with a long pass up the ice for Donahue, gets past him. Balo's able to just hit it out, but some dangerous as Donahue got behind the net. Puck ping-ponging between a few sticks there. Team Posa able to just get it out into neutral ice. And they'll be able to keep control as Maxfield lost his stick, and it looked like Cuffatelli took his stick and just hit Maxfield's stick down the ice, and that's going to send you to the box. Benito Posa's not going to be happy with that one as Cuffatelli, just frustrated with Maxfield, hit his stick down the ice, and Team Posa just gave Team Slater the last thing they want, a power play.
Yeah, Team Posa, they struggled with penalties last week. It's the reason why they came out against Team Sherry with a tie. They were up in that one. They had the lead with a minute left. They committed a couple too many penalties, and Team Sherry was able to tie it up with 10 seconds to go and end in a tie. So Chris Slater, talking your teammates down, and hopefully they don't get another call. They need to come back in this one. They got to keep it a clean game.
Under a minute to go in the second. Donahue trying to send that one up for Maxfield, but couldn't get enough off that pass. Sinkowitz wraps it around the boards. Gorsline's there fighting Paris. So Team Slater will end this period power play and get to start the third, still with some time on the man advantage. Paris with the puck. Donahue gets there. Doherty just getting his stick in there, trying to keep shots going, and Laird will clear that one down the length of the ice. 8 seconds to go in the second period. Team Slater will have about a minute on the power play when we return for the third. 1:01 to be exact, so still a 5-1 game, and Team Posa, you can see the frustration starting to come out just a bit in them, and that's something that Benito Posa is definitely going to be talking about with his squad, especially given how their game ended last week.
At 9 minutes to go in the second, basically our halftime, it was 5-1. We'll go into the third period of the same score, 5-1. But Team Posa, they don't have the number of shots on net that Team Slater does. Currently, Slater with 33 shots to the 11 of Team Posa. But Team Posa has had so many good chances, so many backdoor passes that could be not easily tapped in, but could be a great chance to be tapped in. But they've just missed them. They've given themselves really, really good chances to get back in this one, and they just haven't been able to capitalize. Now it's going into the third. Now it's really do or die. You could come back and win this game and get yourself into a championship game, and that's going to push these players to play hard. You've had the chances. Now you've really, really got to capitalize on scoring them. You can't let a good scoring chance go without a goal in this one, but it's tough because you're facing Team Slater. They're 6-0 on the regular season for a reason. They've got good forwards, good defense, and it should be an interesting finish. Team Posa, they're going to give it their all, but it sucks that you got to start off this period on a penalty kill. That's the hard part. We've seen the momentum switch period to period, but now that Team Posa is coming into this third, a man down, it's going to be tough, but I still want to give them a chance because they've got a good team and they've got a great chance, and we've seen them with these chances. They just have not been able to capitalize.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Benito Posa has to say to his squad again. Not happy with that first penalty taken by Bernard, but both him and Harwood called for roughing there, so 5v5, but then a really unfortunate penalty, and a penalty that could have been easily avoided. Cufatelli just got frustrated and played a little dirty. He was going to get called for that one, and this is where Team Posa has to keep their emotions in check the most. Those penalties, again, hurt them last week and should have an exciting one in this first playoff game. And in just a few moments, we will be joined by Sam Posa, the brother of Benito Posa, who coaches Team Posa, the undefeated squad in junior prospects. He'll be joining us up here in the booth to talk just a little bit more about Michigan Elite Hockey, the junior prospects, and what he's seen in these young guns.
And Cufatelli, the one in the box right now, he's got the goal for Team Posa. Now he has to sit. That's huge for him.
Team Slater breaking the zone. Maxfield, usually the top scorer with this squad. Him, Gorsline, and Donnie have really been shut down today, but he's going to fire one there. That goes wide. 30 seconds to go on the power play for Team Slater. Maxfield will pick that one up at the red line. Bozak sends that puck up. Herrera firing a shot, that one off the blocker of Balo. Puck getting sent out into the corner as time's expiring, and Team Posa will get the penalty kill as I'm now joined by Sam Posa up here in the box. How are we doing today, Sam?
Good. Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. And I know you've been here a lot. You've been watching these young guns. Of course, coach of the undefeated junior prospect squad as Herrera fires that one in. The puck will get sent out into neutral ice. So what have you been seeing here from these young gun squad, especially right now? We have Team Posa, your brother's team, that's been struggling a little bit to get those wins. They've been in games but just couldn't finish them, whereas Team Slater undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I like watching the young guns because there's still so much growth, and you can see it. There's still a lot of ability that's to be had, I think. But you can start to see a little bit of the skill generating in their game, and it's fun to watch. They're eager. I think, they're excited to be a part of junior prospects one day. And so it's fun to watch, and unfortunately my brother's finding out the hard way, just the difficulties in coaching, but, just like the kids, it's all about grooming and getting better.
Yeah, it's a lesson everyone's got to learn, comes
Right.
with the growing pains, and we've talked about this a lot, more so in young guns than in junior prospects. Junior prospects, a lot of those guys have been playing together just a little bit more, as we're going to have a penalty called there on Herrera, so now Team Posa getting an opportunity on power play could be big for them, but we've seen growth, especially with these young guns, like you mentioned, kind of coming together, building those lines, see a lot of high-scoring games, a lot of offensive games, and as we get now into the playoffs, we've seen it both in young guns and junior prospects, some more defensive play coming out.
Yeah, and I think it's just a matter of, guys wanting to, show their stuff, especially late in the season. This is something that leave a lasting impression of some of these junior teams, especially with all the games being recorded and videoed, and people being able to watch it from afar. It's fun. It's fun knowing the mental change that goes on throughout a season, that they want to leave a lasting impression. because once this stops, it's back to just summer training and getting ready for their next season. So it's exciting, but at the same time, I'm really curious to see how these kids dial in more as we get closer to the championship game.
That puck sent out right in front of Ward. He's going to come away with it. 1:27 to go in this power play. 14 Posa, nothing yet for them. And looking as we get into these championships and see a lot of players grow, what's something, as someone who's coached with Michigan Elite for 3 years now, you've seen a lot of guys come and go through this program, and you have just a lot of knowledge looking at junior hockey and all the different ways these guys can get recruited. What's one of your biggest pieces of advice, especially for the young players here in the Young Guns that are kind of looking to take that next step and go into the next level?
I think for something like this, it's just, show your craft. Like, obviously it's summer hockey. The kids want to have fun. They want to show their skill off, try different things, and I'm all for that. I am actually a big believer, and I tell my team all the time, be creative. We're not putting set systems on this. Just play your game, and then, obviously when games are tight and we need to, dial in for a win, we need to play a little bit more defensive. But I'm a big believer in just being creative and showing that you have that ability. And I think teams that are trying to, pad their teams and get ready for camps and invites, what have you, I think it's very important for them to see that you have that skill and ability to be a part of their program. So that would probably be my biggest advice to these guys. And, this is the Young Guns group. There's still so much time. There's still so much grooming to be had. And I think these junior teams see that and realize that. So, I think this is a time for them to have fun and just own their skill.
Absolutely, yeah. And looking at these two teams on the ice right now, specifically looking at the kids in the Gold Unis, Team Slater, much like your team for junior prospects, they're the undefeated crew here, just cruising through, and some really top-notch talent. We see top-notch talent throughout all these squads, but this team, much like yours, has really been able to piece it together. What have you liked from this group's play?
I think honestly it's their intensity in all three zones. I've had, obviously being a part of junior prospects and watching my brother coach, I get to see Slater's team a lot, and I'm just seeing a lot of intensity in all the zones. When they get the puck in the offensive zone, they're tasting blood in the water, and they're attacking that net and getting a lot of pucks there. In the neutral zone, they're forcing the D to get to get rid of the puck and turn it over. And then obviously in the D zone, they're dialing in and making sure everything stays to the outside, and then mix that in with a little bit of goaltending. I think you got yourself an undefeated squad, and it's showing here.
Yeah, and your undefeated squad, you guys are getting ready to start your playoff run tomorrow. I know you've been talking about it all season. You're hungry for this championship win. So what has kind of just been your message to your guys throughout the season, especially as you guys go into this championships, just to stay locked in for these last 2 weeks?
I mean, for me, it's, let's just have fun. I joke around with the guys. I've been in the finals the first 2 years, and, it hasn't really worked out well for me. And so there's a little bit of inner competition there. I got to take down, I have to get the best taste of Kip Miller here. I gotta get one on him because he's seen me, on the downside of it too many times. So, a lot of the guys have been with me for, for sure the first year, and then I got a couple different ones the second year. But everybody knows the inner rivalry between me and Kip. And so, we're obviously the two longest lasting coaches right now. So there's that inner feud. But, for my guys, I just want them to have fun. This goes way beyond just winning a championship in this league. I want every one of my guys to get to the highest level they possibly can. So if we have to surrender a little bit of the team play to get, these guys, the recognition they deserve, then I'm all for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you mentioned, you and Kip Miller, a bit of a rivalry there as the two longest coaches, and the other two coaches for junior prospects, ex-teammates at the University of Michigan, and they've just been chirping each other all season. So definitely an exciting playoff coming up in the junior prospects.
Yeah, exactly. And, these, like I said before, it is summer hockey, but I think there is a sense of pride, where, okay, everybody wants to play for the championship game, and I think all these teams that are watching the games, they want to see, okay, who are the two best teams? Why are they the two best teams? They must have the most talent. And not to say there isn't good talent in all the teams, but when you're battling for that championship game, there's a sense of pride of being the best. And in an 8-week program, I think that it gets a lot out of these guys, which is good.
Looks like we're gonna get another penalty there as Griffin McLeish getting sent to the box, and definitely more chippiness coming out. You were there last week, so I assume you saw the penalties that kind of hurt your brother's team there at the end of that game. Letting emotions get better of them just a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what, though, but obviously you don't want anything to get cheap, and you don't want things, to ramp up too much, but you love the emotion. Like that, I think that's a big thing that stands out for me. The kids do care. As much as maybe, if they don't dial in maybe as much defensively as they do during the regular season, there is a sense of pride of winning and an intensity that turns on in games like that. So, I mean, I fault it to an extent, but at the same time, I love the passion and the emotion. It's only going to get the league better, too.
Absolutely, and even though it's summer hockey, you always still want to see that emotion from players and see that they have that spark and that passion, that love for the game, and that's what a lot of people look for. Sometimes it's those players with the most emotion that will go out there and just do or die for their team.
Oh, exactly, and nobody wants to, and truth be told, nobody really wants to block shots and dial in that way, during the summer. But, I've seen guys, they step up to the plate and they'll do a big block shot to make sure their team wins. And I think that really resonates true with junior teams on what they want to bring in. And, they want guys of character. They want guys that are willing to win, even if it's times where maybe most people wouldn't. So I'm all for it. And our team is big on when a guy blocks a shot, making sure they feel good about it. So it's good.
Always good to hear that support from the bench. And we've been hearing it more and more from both sides weeks went on. It's a great shot there from Maxfield just going wide, and Team Slater still dominating in the offensive zone. And I know you've been around, you've been watching these young guns groups. We have this game, Team Slater looking to stay perfect, and with about 12 minutes left in this one and still firing, looks like they are going to be able to succeed. Do you have any predictions for the game coming up against Team Miller, Team Sherry?
I mean, I don't know. Both of them have their goal scoring ability for sure. Sherry's team definitely, has shown that even when they're down, they can come back and score a couple goals to put the heat on. I really like Kevin Miller's, the way that he has his team play just, a steady game all the way through. So, I mean, I think it's going to come down to willingness, obviously the want, but I think the big thing is the team that has the opportunities to score, it's got to go in the back of the net, especially at this point, because guys are going to be more dialed in, like you mentioned, with these elimination games for sure.
And this is something I know we've talked about a lot. I wanted to get kind of a coach's perspective on it, but a lot of these squads is danger there for Carson Balo. He's going to come down on that puck. But for a lot of these squads, two goaltenders, you're switching goaltenders halfway through. When the teams are warmed up, the goaltenders might not be. How have you seen that kind of develop? Because as weeks have gone on, we see goaltenders get kind of more comfortable. It's a weird position coming to a summer league and playing that half the game, especially as the second goaltender coming in, and you're not fully warmed up yet and already have pucks just firing in on you instantly. What have you kind of seen from that? Is there anything you've maybe talked with goaltenders about?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've always been told leave the goalies alone. So, I don't like to get too vocal with them. I just kind of let them dial in, do what they have to do. If they got to get up behind the bench and pace around for a few minutes just to, stay warm, I let them do it. If they want to sit there and, just kind of see how the game's going and dialing into their own game, I'm all for that as well. I kind of just let my goalies do their thing. I've seen it on both sides. I've had goalies go in second and, they play fantastic, and then there's other times they go in late and, maybe not their best night. So, it just depends. It depends on where they're at mentally. I think, as we get closer to these elimination games, that sense of pride even on the back end is going to kick in, and I think they'll do whatever they have to do to make sure the puck stays out of the net.
Yeah. And lastly, before we send you off here, you've been watching these young guns. You're you and Kip Miller, two of the longest coaches here at Michigan Elite Hockey. Have you been scouting any of these guys out? Someone you might want to take for your squad possibly next summer?
Oh yeah, I mean there's been times where maybe I have a light lineup where I probably take a couple of these young guns right now. So I mean they're good. The future's bright for this league. Both leagues, I think it's gaining a lot of attraction, and I a big thing for me is just I love the emphasis that they're putting on it. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to get these kids onto the highest leagues possible. Whether that's the NHL or maybe if it's just a lower end junior, or maybe they just want to do this. It's fine. We just want to show everybody that we're there for the kids. We just want what's best for them, and we're going to do everything we can to get them to be the best players they can be.
Absolutely. As Bozak there gets his second of the night and puts Team Slater up 6-1. 10 minutes to go in this one. Sam, thank you so much for joining me up here in the booth. Best of luck to your team in the junior prospects as you guys, the undefeated squad, heading into the championships. We'll see you on the ice tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That goal coming from Bozak. Ulmer on the assist. Thanks so much to Sam Posa joining us here in the booth. This is his brother's team. Now looking like you're going to finish that one out. And it looks like Team Slater is going to stay perfect again. Like Sam said, a lot of talent here at these squads. This is an opportunity for Team Posa. Giroux gets his stick in there, sends it over to Herrera. Under 10 to go.
Hello, hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Lippert flips that one to Balo. He'll catch it with his glove and put it back down for Wansel. Wansel to Bernard. Bernard to Anderson, just gets behind him. He'll chase after it along the boards, but pick it back up, send it back to Wansel. Wansel of Volpe. Volpe trying to take it for himself. Can't get through defenders. Anderson's there at the blue line, sends it back to Volpe in the corner. Volpe has that one poked away from him. He'll go down on the ice. Isaac Wheeler with the puck. Wheeler to Wansel. Wheeler to Bernard. Bernard firing that one in, saved off the pads of Ward. Wheeler getting hit on the boards. Bernard gets another opportunity there, saved off the pads of Ward once again. Wheeler in the other corner with the puck now. He's just all over the ice, hungry for that goal. And it looks like we have some aggression coming against the goaltender and a penalty called.
And speaking of penalties, I think Team Posa, they had a great chance to get back into this one. Sure, they were down back at the start of the third 5-1 against a really good team, but these penalties have really hurt them. It hurt them last week against Team Sherry. They go on to tie that game because of it. And now this week in the third, when we've seen periods change, momentum changes, and Team Posa, they had a great chance, but because they've committed these penalties, they haven't really given themselves the opportunity to play 5-on-5 and get chances. And even though they've been on the penalty kill, we've seen still a good amount of chances. But with that sixth goal from Team Slater coming not too long ago, I don't know. I don't want to write it over yet, but that makes it very, very difficult for Team Posa to battle their way back in this one.
And no power play right now, but players sitting for Team Posa. So they'll at least keep it at 5v5. But again, a lot like me and Sam talked about, you see the passion coming from these guys, and obviously you don't want cheap hits or dangerous hits coming. But you see the passion, the aggression as Donahue comes in, couldn't get it on the backhand. Balo makes the save, and passion's good, and you want to see the players who are passionate and willing to fight, and sometimes maybe get a little dirty, but it's also, there is safety, and you don't want things getting out of hand. Paris trying to get that puck away from Maxfield. He's fighting for it in the corner. Under 8 to go. Donahue picks it up. Just for a second, puck is loose. Whitlock tried to send that one out. Shot sent in. Players getting tangled up on the boards there. No one really able to get full control of that puck for about a minute now as McLeish trying to break forward. Has that one poked away by Giroux. Giroux in the corner, back to Herrera. Herrera behind his own net, taking it forward. Holmes tries to meet Herrera. He'll skate around. Herrera going the length of the ice, gets it past Donahue in the slot. Donahue fires it, saved by Balo.
I think that actually hit off the wrist of Wansel. Yeah, he's hurt. He's going to the bench right now.
Wansel's taken a few blocks tonight. Few off his skate, now one off the wrist. Never going to feel too good. Boomhauer tries to go for his 5th of the night. Maxfield with the nifty stick, pokes it in. Some nice stick work there from Gage Maxfield. And he'll make it a 7-1 game with 7:03 on the clock. That top line shut down no more.
If you give Gage Maxfield that much open time and open ice right in front of the goalie, he's going to make you pay, and that's exactly what he did there. The number 2 point getter on the Young Guns season gets his first goal of the game, makes it 7-1, and at this point, I think it's safe to say that Team Slater is locking up that game next week in the championship coming up. It's Team Sherry versus Team Miller. Whoever wins that will most likely meet Team Slater for that number 1 spot to crown as champion. Ooh, all coming up next week.
That will be 11 goals now on the season for Gage Maxfield. Combs breaking through defenders off the faceoff, trying to get it in the slot for Whitlock. Found by Herrera. Hillebrand, cross to Boomhour. Volpe gets the tip, sends that one back into the neutral zone. Bozak sends it all the way back. Giroux wasn't there. You'll have to go chase after it in the corner. Players held up in the corner there. Team Posa, knowing they don't have this one, but trying to just look for some more goals. Get on the board and finish out strong. Keep fighting. Boomhour gets tied up and goes down as he went in for a shot. No penalty called. Balo makes the save there. Boomhour's that one taken by Frakazi. Team Slater still in control of the puck. Bozak looking for his hat trick. Fires that one wide. Ulmer to Hillebrand. Hillebrand to Bozak. Bozak behind the net, fighting off two defenders. Has that one taken away. Doherty trying to get it out of the zone. He has to fight Hillebrand. Hillebrand gets it right back at the boards. Hillebrand in the slot. Couldn't get the shot off. He'll fire again. That one goes up. Saved by Balo. Team Slater still in control. Another one fired in by Bozak. Saved by Balo. Puck out into the neutral zone briefly, but Harwood has it fighting Combs. Puck gets sent out. Some open ice. Ulmer's there. Dawson pushes that one forward for Bozak. Bozak gets tied up for Kazi. Skating through to get the puck. For Kazi entering in a bit too quick. Will get called off. 5:18 to go, and Team Slater staying perfect. Currently a 7-1 game. Looking to head off to the championships.
And Team Slater, if they go on to win this one, which I'm pretty comfortable to say that they will do that, they will face the winner of number 2 seed Team Sherry or number 3 seed Team Miller. So that's coming up at about 8:45. And if you're Team Posa, you still got something to play for. You still got that bronze medal match, that consolation final next week. You don't want to finish last in the league. Third place would be nice. It would be a little cherry on top, even though the season hasn't gone your way. But still lots to play for between these two teams. And hey, after this week, we still got one more week to round out this season.
Gabor coming in and firing a shot. That one goes wide. Wrapped all the way around the boards. Bernard picking it up in the neutral zone. Sends it back for Wheeler. Wheeler tips it over to Bernard. Bernard flips it forward for Anderson. Anderson to Wheeler right on the blue line. Wheeler plays it out into the neutral zone. Gets a pass back for Whitlock. Firing in that shot. Saved off the pads of Ward. Berner went to go fight for it in the corner. Paris couldn't keep it in. Anderson will chase after it. And Team Posa very much feeling the absence of those top scorers and Aiden Avery Cook and Parker Bendall.
I wonder if this game, how different it would have been with them in, because those players are very good offensively.
Wheeler trying to get that one in. Puck saved by Ward. 4 minutes to go. Like you said, Team Posa coming out with this one, but still something to play for next week in the consolation game for that third place spot. And I'm sure they will be locked in. This team has gotten, maybe not in this game, but has had a lot of games where they've been so close to tasting that victory and just couldn't finish it out. So they are hungry indeed. Having some of those top scorers back might be able to do it for them. They've played well today, but just couldn't find much off the forecheck. And against this Team Slater squad, it's hard to do without some of your top scorers. Wanzel with the puck back in his own zone. Wraps it around the boards, intended for Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli loses it. Laird will have to race for it. Harwood hits it back for Donahue. Donahue loses it on the red line to Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli trying to leave it behind, but no one on his team there. Gorsline sends it up for Maxfield. Maxfield trying to fire in a shot. He'll get a second opportunity there after the first one blocked. It goes wide. Doherty fighting Gorsline. Corner. Some pushing and shoving. Back between Mick Leash and Gorsline.
I'm assuming both of them are going to go sit on the bench here.
Looks like the ref just separating them. Checking in on them. We'll take the face off. 3 minutes to go.
Wow.
like some conversation between our officials.
And there they go. Okay,
there
I
they-
thought they were going to, but I'm like, okay, maybe they just blow the whistle to say, hey, let's just break it up and keep it on the ice, which would have been weird. Nope, both of them go into the box.
McLeish and Gorsline into the box, and it looks like they're going to keep it at 5v5. So those two will just sit for 2. Boomauer back to Harwood. Harwood to Giroux. Giroux trying to hand that one off to Donahue. Kazi trying to take it away. Donahue snipes it back. He'll fire a shot. Flashing the leather there, Carson Balo. And Balo had a bit of a rough game, but no rest for him. Only goaltender in for this squad today.
Hey, I got to give some credit to Carson Balo, though. Sure,
Made some great saves.
yeah, he's led in 7 goals, but he's faced 45 shots against the top line of Team Slater, and then Jada Boomauer, Everett Bozak, and Hillebrand coming out of nowhere and having a game of their century. Like, Carson Balo, he's been tested all night long, and he's still made some big saves.
Doherty racing Donahue there. Both go behind the net. Donahue gets a pass to Giroux on the blue line. Giroux to Boomauer, looking for his 5th of the night. Giroux just keeps it in. Loses it there. Here comes Cuffatelli. Cuffatelli firing a shot, the lone goal scorer for Team Posa. Couldn't get that one past John Ward. 2:15 to go. And Team Slater looking like they're... I shouldn't even say looking like... Team Slater's heading to the championship. I think we can all say that by now. So Team Slater off to the championship. Team Posa still will have the consolation game next week. Should have a great matchup coming up around 8:45 between Team Sherry and Team Miller. Sam talked about it. 2 teams with some very high-scoring offenses. Good goaltending. Sitting in the middle of the pack should be an exciting, close game between those 2. Puck left down front for Kazi. He'll get a shot. Another opportunity there, and 2 saves there by John Ward. He's remaining a brick wall. He knows his team has this one, but he doesn't want Team Posa getting anything past him. He's perfect on the day. The 1 goal from Team Posa got past Nebus.
So far, 10 shots faced for John Ward, 0 let in, and there was a chance. Team Posa had a power play with about 15 minutes to go, and they got 4 shots on John Ward, but give credit to John Ward there because he made those saves. His team kept the momentum. They didn't let Team Posa get a chance, get an opportunity to cut the lead down to 3, and because of that, they build the lead to 7 and take this game. That game could have got out of hand if Posa scored a power play goal with about 15 minutes to go with momentum. You don't know, but we won't see it.
Puck sent into the netting. We'll take another face-off in the Team Slater zone. Here comes Everett Bozak looking for his hat trick. Has that one taken away by Volpe. Volpe just pokes it. Hillebrand wrapping it around. Combs able to get that one out of the zone. Push past defenders. He gets tangled up with Bozak. Bozak will take it right back. Costly turnover there. Combs fires a shot in. Goes wide. Bozak getting it along the boards. Has it taken away by Whitlock. Burner firing a shot in there. Goes wide. Combs up to Paris for this last minute. Team Posa is just going to try to fire whatever they can at the net. But Everett Bozak will break out in front. Still looking for the hat trick, but he'll take that pass over to Sinkowitz. Sinkowitz to Hillebrand, and Hillebrand makes it 8-1. This team, Slater, not slowing down as they coast to the championship, 8-1. And they're just letting the clock run now in this one. Under a minute to go. Team Slater, what a game. And you love to see Bozak getting there. He's going for the hat trick, but gets it to Sinkowitz. Sinkowitz to Hillebrand, who was rushing in the slot. Beautiful passing there. This Team Slater squad going over to John Ward to give him stick taps. And they're just letting the clock run out in this one. It seems like not everyone was prepared for it. A few players setting up for the face-off, but Team Slater heading off to the championship game. Team Posa, a tough loss, but still is something to play for next week in the consolation game against the loser of Team Sherry and Team Miller. That will be coming up around 8:45. The clock officially expires there, and Team Slater gets to celebrate.
Team Slater goes on to take this one 8-1 against Team Posa, and they'll see themselves in the championship next week. But take a bow. Jaded Boomauer, Everett Bozak, Braden Hillebrand as well. That line combined for 12 points overall. All season long, it's been the top line of Maxfield, Donahue, and Gorsline. Today, they were shut down. Team Posa did all they could to shut that line down, but because of that, that opened up the second line in Boomauer, Bozak, and Hillebrand to really open up the game. And I think this game opened up for Team Slater when Boomauer got those 2 goals right before we had our halftime break. It was 3-1. Team Posa finally answered after letting Slater go up 3-0. And those 2 goals to make it 5-1 right before half that Boomauer got in, that kind of just set the tone for the second half of the game. And being down 4 goals against a great team like Team Slater, it's hard to battle back, and that's exactly what happened. Team Posa gave it their all, though. Great battle they had. They didn't have as many shots, but they had grade A chances they just could not capitalize on. And they got a chance next week to get a little bit of a consolation win in the bronze medal match. So season's not over for these 2 squads, but Team Slater seeing themselves into the championship
And
game.
that's what's just so huge about this Team Slater squad. They have that high-scoring top line, but knowing those other lines can get it done for you is a huge part of why they're undefeated, very similarly to Team Posa for junior prospects, the other undefeated team, Michigan Elite Hockey. When you have depth in your lines and you know all players can contribute from all ends of your chart, that's a good thing. And hopefully we'll be joined up here in the booth soon by Everett Bozak. Had multiple points on the night, 3 assists and 2 goals. Thanks everyone for joining in here for this first game of Michigan Elite Hockey Playoffs. Team Slater heading to the championship, and we will have Team Sherry and Team Miller coming up at 8 o'clock. You've been watching Michigan Elite Hockey. Welcome back in, everyone. Team Slater staying perfect 7-0, and they are heading to the championship. I'm here with Everett Bozak. Everett, you had quite the game, got 3 assists on Boom Hour Red, 4 goals in one night. You had 2 goals yourself. What was really working, especially between you and Jaden?
I mean, me and Jaden played, we played throughout the whole season last year with Bigby. But, I mean, everyone was just electric in the locker room tonight. You know, we were playing a lot of music before. And then coach was just letting us just do whatever tonight. He's letting us go free.
Yeah, heard a lot from coach over on the bench. What was his kind of attitude like as you guys were going through this game?
We play a lot of playoff hockey as he wants. He wants to get the pucks out, pucks deep, and a lot of shots on net. He likes possession, which we had a lot of tonight, and that led to a lot of goals.
Yeah. And this one, I know Michigan Elite Hockey, a little different format than what a normal hockey game would be, some differences in it. What did this first playoff game kind of teach you about Michigan Elite Hockey playoffs? What was kind of working for you on the ice?
I learned that we definitely have to keep possession.
Yeah.
If we keep possession, then they can't score. I mean, they only had 1 or 2 goals, which that's a great night for both our goalies and also for our team.
Yeah, and just going forward, you guys don't know who you're playing just yet, but kind of what's the plan of attack going forward? I mean, you guys have stayed perfect, so I don't think changing up the game plan too much, but what are you guys kind of focusing in on going into this final
Yeah, we're
push?
definitely not. We're planning to just keep rolling. I mean, keep the boys electric, keep going on the bench, and just staying focused in the locker room.
Yeah, and you guys know kind of you have been all season. You've been the team that has been hunted. Everyone's been wanting to take you
Right.
down. So what's that mindset kind of like when you know that every team's coming into this game looking to beat the undefeated?
It definitely brings us with confidence. I mean, we're undefeated, so
Yeah.
not much we should change. But, yeah, it definitely keeps the boys electric.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Huge win for you guys, and good luck in the championships. We will see you here next week, Everett.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone, so much for tuning in. This has been Young Guns Game 1.